Yo, family, the market has been on fire. Let's continue to see what else can happen in stocks and hip hop. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. That gives you access to all the future content, because what we do here is we talk about stocks, obviously, and then we also talk about hip hop. Today's lyric comes from Prodigy. All right, we'll talk about that towards the end, so stick around to the end. This is for investors as well as traders, because we look for ways to protect our money long term and short term, making sure we know what's happening in the market. So speaking of the market, we'll do what we do. All right, so the S&P closed at $3,972.61. All right, last week I highlighted that we may have some potential for a run. Okay, we have the potential for a run based on what I see here as an inverse head and shoulder pattern. All right, this is the shoulder, this would be the head, and this is the shoulder. So that means that we put the neckline in this area right here. I'm going to actually stick it around that 4,100 area. If the market can close above that price, and we're talking about strong, all right, we can get a close strong above 4,100, then we have a chance to run back up towards the highs that was made the beginning of last year, should I say. So around that 4,700, 4,800 area is where we could get to if we do have this pattern develop. Now, one thing that most people do not know when it comes to patterns is that failed patterns are the opposite. All right, so with an inverse head and shoulder pattern, it's actually a bullish signal, right? But if it fails to develop, you know what? It is now a bearish signal and likely going to reverse. If we do not have this develop, I can expect the market is going to continue to do what its trend has been, which is move lower. All right, we're under the 50-day moving average still. We made a hammer candle this week, which is an indecisive signal. So traders are still on the fence on what to do. If you are in doubt, stay out. All right, that's the simplicity of the market. That's the S&P. Well, let me give you my targets, okay, before I do that. Target right now is if we move back up to around this 4,000 area. Upside target. All right, downside target is if we come right back down to around this we'll say 3,900 area. Right, so downside target 3,900, upside target 4,000. All right, that's the S&P. Now let's go ahead and check out what's happening with the Russell. All right, and if you like what you heard so far, hit subscribe, give me the thumbs up. All right, and then have a conversation with me about what's happening in the market. Do you believe the market will continue to go up? All right, leave me a yay or nay in the comments. All right, so IWM closed at 185.04, and as we take a closer look, we are still above the 50-day moving average. Last week we highlighted that we finally got above that 50-day moving average, and that was the first time in a very long time. All right, it's been over a year since that has happened. So what can happen from here? This week we made a hammer candle. That hammer candle defended that 50-day moving average. So we have a little highlight of some sort, all right, for the bulls. The bulls continue to defend what they have built upon. So where we can go from here is if we continue to get to this 190 area. This has been very strong resistance. This is the area that the Russell must close above, and we got to do it with strength. If we do not have that strength, it is likely going to continue on the path of least resistance, and that is going to be to the downside. 50-day moving average is holding up now. We want to see that it continues to do that and we get above that 190, that high side target. Downside target is if we come right back down to around that 180 area. All right, so now let's move along. What do we got going on in the Dow? How did that perform this week? The Dow closed at $33,375.49. Let's zoom in. All right, we are still above the 50-day. All right, still good. However, this is the one that actually really did not perform that well this week. The rest of them made a hammer candle and tried to come back towards their highs. The Dow failed to do that. It actually stayed closer to its lows than it did get to its highs. we have the resistance around this 3,500 area, right? 3,400, 800, whatever you want to call it. In this area, this is where our resistance remained pretty strong, and it continued to be strong as we opened up this week and continued to move lower. So where can we go from here? All right, high side target is still to the upside of that 34,400 area if we can regain that. All right, low side target is right now we're looking that we can probably get back to around this 33,000 area. All right, so I'm looking for next week to see if we have continuation to the downside for that 33,000 area. All right, last one on the list, do we got the NASDAQ? Drum roll, please. All right, the NASDAQ closed at $11,619.03. We round up, all right? That's what we do. We can see here that this one still continued to struggle. However, of all of the indexes, this is the one that remained green. All right, the NASDAQ stayed afloat. Netflix probably helped it out a little bit. We made a hammer candle, and we are like pretty much flat on the 200-day moving average. So what can happen from here? We still have the upside target of around 12,000 if we get the power to do it. All right, if we continue on with this here trudging back and forth, very small movement, we're going to likely move back down to around this 11,000 area. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. How did I do? Make sure you leave a comment and tell me what you think is going to happen in the market. All right, is it going to continue to move up, or are we going to continue that path to the downside? All right, earnings season has started, and we're going to likely see some traders make some decisions in the very beginning of this earnings season. All right, that's the stock market there. We're 3 weeks in, and we're still green. Now let's talk about this hip hop. All right, today's lyric comes from Prodigy. I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm successful, I'm good money. Now, I wanted to bring it back to the base of what I do here. Right? I love talking about the market, absolutely, no doubt about it. But the thing that I want to emphasize the most is that health is wealth. All this money stuff is good, but it means nothing if you aren't taking care of yourself. We have to take care of ourselves, all right? You got to make sure you eat the foods that nurture you, yourselves. This is stuff that I'm very big on. I don't get too deep here, but I want you to try your best. Matter of fact, don't try. Do your best to eat healthy. Take care of yourself. Health is wealth. Your body is a temple. Keep it clean. Take care of yourself by exercise, and take care of yourself by spending time with people that you love. Your emotions also drive a lot of your health. You got to understand this stuff, family. This is going to be very, very wise of you to invest into learning about how the body works. All right, so take care of yourself. Health is wealth. Spend time with people that you love. Make sure you get your exercise. Drink your water. Drink your water. This is one of the key things that people do not do on a daily basis, is drink enough water. You'll find out that a lot of health problems are related to you simply not drinking enough water. All right, so pick that cup up, fill it up, get you some water, and take care of yourself. All right, I will see you next week as we talk about the stocks and hip hop. All right, peace.